Welcome to the Pooch Parenting Podcast, a podcast for parents with dogs. I'm Michelle Stern, a certified professional dog trainer, mom, and former teacher. Living with kids and dogs at the same time can feel like a circus. I know because I lived it too. Join us as we interview a variety of experts and parents to discuss topics that will make parenting with dogs easier, safer, and less chaotic. Also, you can love living with your dog again. I'll always keep it real, which might even mean that you hear the messiness of life in the background on occasion, but at least you know you're not alone. In today's episode, I want to talk to you about my pick for holiday gifts for kids who have a family dog this year. I think this is my top pick of all the products that I've seen so far, and I think it would make an amazing holiday gift if you have children who live with dogs and the kids love dogs and want to find ways to interact with them in a really fun and entertaining way. Or if you know a family and you want to buy a gift for a child who is a dog lover, this game is amazing. So attached to my page on my website that goes along with this podcast episode, I'm going to show a video of me recording this episode, but also you'll be able to see the product so that if you're curious about what I'm talking about and you want to get a good picture in your head, I'll have links to where you could purchase it below. I should let you know that I don't get any kickbacks for this or anything else. They did send it to me to preview, and I am in love. The reason I wanted to preview it is because I suspected I would really love it for children and for families who are raising kids and dogs at the same time. I should also let you know that I've got a foster puppy right now who is in the background playing with my dog, and so I apologize for any noise. So the product is called Hide and Scent, the ultimate game of hide and seek for dogs. And what I have here is the kids edition. So I want you to be able to see the packaging. And when you look at my website at the show notes page, you'll be able to check that out. So Hide and Scent, the ultimate game of hide and seek for dogs. So what this is actually is it is a scent work game that the dog plays. And the reason that the child is involved in the activity is that the child sets it up. The child can teach the dog how to use this and how to play the game. And the child can hide the item that I'll show you what it looks like in a minute for the dog to go find. And then they can be present when the dog finds it to celebrate that the dog triumphed by finding this by using their nose. And then they can give the dog a reward. So this is a training game, and it uses a very popular dog sport that we call scent work or nose work. And I love this activity. One of the reasons that I love this product so much is that it's cute. And so it's going to appeal to children of all ages, especially little kids, probably through the age of maybe 12 or so. The age on this product says 13 years and up, but I actually think that kids, as little as maybe 7, 6, maybe, with parent support, can get involved with this game. They can do a lot of the work in terms of training the dog to use it, and they can play the game with parent help. So I don't think you need to wait until the child is 13. And in fact, if the child is 13, they might think that the packaging and stuff might be a little bit too babyish. The good news is that they do sell several versions of this hide and scent activity, some of which have packaging that is geared more towards older, I would say teenagers or adults. So we don't have to worry about offending a child into making them think that this is something that's too young for them. The interesting part about this, though, is that regardless of the packaging, this product is the same no matter which version you get, aside from the fact that the items that come in it are designed a little bit differently depending on who the target audience is. So the way that it works basically is that there is a small disc, and I think it's maybe made out of clay, and it is infused with the scent that we want to train the dog to locate. Okay, so this little disc
has a smell to it. And then it comes with an adorable little pouch. And what I love about the pouch for the kids edition is that it comes with a really fun, colorful lanyard that the child can carry it by. And the pouch is in the shape of a little cute dog with little dog feet on it and a little dog face and little ears that stick up. And on the back side of the pouch, there are holes and a snap. And all you do is you open up the pouch and you slide this scented disc into the pouch. And if you check out my show notes, you'll see a video of me doing this. And you could see the disc is inside of this adorable puppy shaped pouch. It's the cutest thing. And because it's got holes on the back, the dog can easily smell the scented disc through the holes. And what we do is it's so simple. The child or whoever chooses to use this activity with the dog will show it to the dog. And every time the dog looks at it or touches it with their nose, you simply say yes, and you give the dog a treat. So you present the item, the dog sniffs it, you say yes, give the dog a treat. And I would repeat this several times. And then what you could do is put it on the floor. And if the dog sniffs it, puts their nose on it, touches it, say yes, give the dog a treat, and then move it somewhere different on the floor. Repeat, 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 repeat. And this game comes with a little card with instructions that gives you some ideas of places you could hide it. So in the beginning, when a dog is learning this activity from scratch, I generally recommend that people keep the item in visible sight, like out where the dog could see it. So you could set it on a chair if it's a tall dog and they can sniff from the ground and they can see it on the chair, or maybe on the floor or next to a pillow or next to a shoe or whatever, all around your house in different spots. And every time the dog sniffs it out and finds it, you say yes. It's a super fun game. We call it hide and seek because what we're doing is we are hiding the item and the dog seeks it through its olfactory senses. And dogs have a lot more olfactory nerves in their brain than we do. So they find this kind of sensory activity to be very stimulating. And in fact, it also often tires out the dog, which can be really great for the parents who are living with this child and dog, because then the dog is relaxed after playing this game. The child feels really good about themselves because they did something that was super safe that allowed them to interact with the dog. So one of my favorite aspects of doing scent work with children and dogs is that the child and the dog do not have to physically interact in any way in order to play this game, because they're not touching each other, right? The child can set this up in private. The child can hide it in private, because if the dog was following them around and watching them, then it wouldn't be a difficult challenge for the dog to go find it, would it? So it allows them to participate in an activity together in a safe way without a lot of physical interactions between the two of them. So it's a great activity if you're trying to strengthen the relationship between a child and a rambunctious dog, or even a child and a fearful dog, because the child is doing something that dog sees as valuable, which in turn makes the child more valuable to that dog. So again, this activity is called Hide and Scent. Bright light. The ultimate game of hide and seek for dogs. This is the kids edition. I love it. I'm going to share a link to where you can purchase this. It is my holiday pick of the year of an activity that you can get for littler kids. If you wanted to get one for older kids, you can buy the adult version, so the packaging isn't demeaning at all to kids who tend to get insulted if things look too babyish for them. But I think this one for kids up to the age of 12, this kids edition, is adorable. And I did show this to my girlfriend, who also got a kit just like this, but she got the adult version, and she agreed that the little pouch that the scented disc comes in my version is way cuter. So if you have a playful adult who likes to do these things, then I recommend the kids edition just because it's so cute. But I would say that the activity and the instructions are nearly identical for any version that you would get. So if you are looking for some kind of super fun activity that is safe for children to play with dogs, that can be a really great enrichment activity for both the dog and the child, I highly recommend this one. Hide and Scent, the ultimate game of hide and seek for dogs. The kids edition especially is my favorite. Enjoy.
Thank you for listening to the Pooch Parenting Podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please subscribe on your favorite podcast player and leave a review. But even better yet, tell a friend. Are you in some moms groups, perhaps? Or maybe you're friendly with your pediatrician. Please let them know that resources like this exist, because the information that I share with my people goes beyond what most baby books offer, and a lot of parents need support. You'd be doing them a favor. Thanks again. Have a great day.